this week's demo. And hello friends, welcome to demo! Alright, so this week we are doing mesh ribbon fun. This card was actually, we're making a little greeting card in case you didn't figure that out. But I wanted to do this idea because it was a concept I actually found in a vintage greeting card I found. It had this like image and then it had this mesh element and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. So while we're not doing as fancy of a technique, I still think it will be a lot of fun and I think you guys will really enjoy it. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to just go totally bizarre with weird colors. I'm going to find a fun card base. I have every color of the rainbow card base, so then that way you can pick your most favorite one, whatever makes your heart the most happy. Or if you want to go for more of a neutral color, I have that too. The card sample that I made earlier, I did actually do a neutral color, so you can see one that's vibrant and rainbowy and happy, and then you can see one if you're giving a card to someone that's maybe rainbow is not their favorite color, but still want to share happiness with them. So now you know where I came from. All right, here we go. This is a scoreboard. I don't know, have you used this before, Veronica?
No.
Okay, so the scoreboard is a tool to put a fold in a paper. When I first learned how to do this, I was like, I know how to fold in half. That's easy. But
oh yes, I did.
Yeah, we did
with the bunny.
Oh, the bunny!
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. Yes. And so what we're gonna do here
Or
is
something like that.
it was probably one of the other crafts, but yes, you have used it. So you're gonna put the fold line in by putting the tool right in the middle there. So that's 4 1/4, and then you're gonna fold down. So now we have our card. Then I have different sizes of paper for our layering pieces, and the steps I know are gonna be a little, maybe a tiny bit confusing, but I believe in you guys. So it'll be okay. All right, so these are all of the different pieces we're going to be using. So we have a large rectangle, we have a slightly smaller rectangle. I know it doesn't really seem like it's much smaller, but it is. Then we have a piece of the white, and then you can pick whatever color you want for your secondary piece. And I think I'm going to go with this fun blue. And then we have another little piece for stamping our sentiment, and I think in this case I'm going to go with, oh, what color do I want to do? I think I'm going to do yellow. Oh, green would be fun. Yes, to pair with that. I love that. Like those three. Oh, that will be very exciting. Okay. So, what we're going to do here first is we have our black ink pad, my favorite ink in the world, and then a little sentiment that says have a happy day, because you know we don't want everyone to have a happy day. And I like this sentiment because it could be for a birthday, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be a fun sentiment just in general. You're sending a card to someone just for the heck of it. So I like, when I'm stamping my sentiment, I like to kind of frame it out with something like a little bit more exciting. So I'm going to do just a small chevron here where I'm cutting from the corner to the center. I probably could have centered this or centered this a little bit. And I have different sizes of paper over here to stamp on. So, oh, this may or may not work here. Oh, it's very small, but it'll be okay. So kind of drawing your eye. We're going to say it's creating a focal point. We're going to go with that. You can also do it on a larger piece if you wanted to, on plain white if that's what you would prefer. But either way, you have your sentiment stamped down. Then you're going to find 3 colors of mesh ribbon that you love the most. So these are the colors of mesh ribbon we have to play with today. So I know I'm very happy with them. So I want to choose 3 colors that are going to look really fun together with the colors I've chosen. So I think that I'm actually going to go with light blue and then kind of more of a sky blue and then into the green. I think that'll be really sweet. Okay. All right, now time to put it together. So we have 2 different sizes of double-sided tape we're using. It's the exact same tape, it's just 2 different widths. So we're going to start out by taking the 1/8 of an inch, which is this really skinny stuff, and we are going to be putting it on the inside of the card at the top of the page on the left. Okay. Set that down, and then I'm going to use the wider stuff to put some on the left and on the right. And you want to kind of stick as close to like the middle and the edge as possible with the double-sided tape. And the reason why is because we're going to be using the 2-inch circle punch, and we're going to be putting in here. We don't want to be cutting out any of the tape by accident. Okay, so that's one of the things that's kind of important. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to peel this off the top. The skinny one only. We're not going to peel off the other ones quite yet. Then you have the larger and the smaller rectangle. The larger rectangle goes down and it's going to match up exactly and cover up that whole side of your card. Okay? All right. I know this is a little bit confusing for everyone, but hopefully we're all keeping up because, like I said, the steps for this one are a little bit confusing. All right. Then you're going to go in here and find kind of the middle point. Press down. It's going to cut out 2 circles. And then you can do whatever you want with your circles. I'm not going to be using them, so you can make other little things with those if you would like. But what you have here is a circle that's been cut out of the front. Okay. This other little piece is going to go on the other side. I just have my normal tape gun here to do that. You could also use a little bit of glue if you wanted to adhere it, but you don't want to use very much glue. And when you lay this piece down, you're going to see that there's an even border on all 4 sides. That is my plan, at least. Okay, all right, now I know this is flapping in the wind, but there's a reason. Okay, so once you find your 3 colors of your mesh ribbon, you're going to cut those. And I would say, they need to go all the way across the circle. So make sure, maybe kind of line up or figure out what size that would be. And we'll cut these. Trying to cut 3 pieces of ribbon all at once here. Okay, there we are. Okay, so now we're going to pull this up, and then we're going to peel off the double-sided tape. And then you're going to lay down your mesh ribbon. You're going to lay down all 3 of those. So I like to kind of have it so that so they're going to overlap a little bit. So I like to kind of do like an ombre effect where I'm going from lightest to darkest. That could be kind of fun. The idea is going to cover up the entire hole completely. Then you're going to need 2 more pieces of double-sided tape, and that will cover up the mesh because right now that's not sticky and we need it to be sticky. You peel those off. And I'm going to put 1 more piece at the bottom here. There we are. And then you lay that down. And now you have your peekaboo mesh. Isn't that cool?
Pretty.
All right, so then you're gonna take scissors and trim off any excess if there's any sticking out. All right, now we get to do the fun part. I mean, this is a fun part too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought it'd be really cute to use this adorable little bear. He's pretty fun. He's dancing in the rain. I thought that was really cute. It's perfect for springtime. So then you have your little happy day and your little bear. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna stamp on this piece of paper here. This is just gonna go up here in the corner. This magnet's gonna hold that in place so it doesn't go anywhere. Then we take our ink and we're gonna ink up our little bear here. And then all this you're going to do is you're going to line up with the little pegs that are there, and it's just going to press down.
Oh, wow.
So that way, if you accidentally misstamp, let's say you didn't get it perfect, not a problem. You can ink it up again, and it'll land in the exact same spot. Okay? So it's called a stamp positioner. And then when you're done using it, that lines up back up on the pegs, so then that way we don't accidentally get ink everywhere. Then for the layering piece, which I told you, you're going to layer these together. I have double-sided tape here for that. You'll stick that down. So you have a little bit of blue on either side, or whatever color you choose. And then this guy will go down, and this will be on the far left side. Then for your happy day sentiment, you can either put it on the inside. If you decide to do that, you want to make sure you can't see it through the mesh, or you could, of course, put it on the front. I'm going to put mine on the front because I think that's really cute. But you don't have to. You can put it wherever you'd like, or if you don't want it at all, you don't have to. I like that. I think it's fun. Then I like to add lots of color, so I have brought over the watercolors. Now, if you would prefer to use markers, I'm happy to bring over markers for you, so whatever you want to use is just fine. But this is where I'm going to tie in the color that is maybe I forgot to add in somewhere else. So the pink, I want to add more pink into my creation here. So when I do watercolors, I always spritz my paints ahead of time with water. And then that way it activates the color, and then you just pick up the color that you want, and then you can just watercolor away. And you can take as much time as you need to watercolor. You can do fancy watercoloring, you can take your time, you can do quick, or if you don't want to add any watercolor at all, you don't have to. But just know that you got options. And oh, I probably should have done blue for that. We'll do blue. That would probably make the most sense for my contrast here. Sorry, I would normally do a lot better watercoloring, but I want you guys to have time to create today. So, but I will still show you my other sample here in a moment. All right, and I'm gonna add a little bit of periwinkles because I love this cute little rain jacket. And then of course I want my bear to be bear colored. And, oh, maybe we also need to color some raindrops. So I think he's going to be this color for bear times.
see a Berenstain Bear.
Oh, a Bernstein Bear.
Bear. Yeah,
Oh,
Bernstein.
yes, I love that. I grew up reading
always had a
Bernstein
yellow
Bears.
jacket.
He did always have the yellow jackets. Oh, there's also Paddington Bear.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes, Paddington Bear. Oh my gosh.
Bigfoot.
Oh, there's so many. You could color him like Bigfoot if you wanted to. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, all right. Then, if you want to add any glitter, this is the time for glitter times. Or I also have little stars. If you want to glue on little stars, that would also be super cute. It's up to you. I think I have to add in some stars. Sorry, guys. You probably were not expecting to watch me glue on little stars, but here we go. All right, so, because I just have to make it fun. I have to make it fun and magical. So, I'm gonna put little tiny stars on. Boop. And I just put a tiny little dot of glue down before I put the little stars in place here. They're just so cute. Oh, there's one more tiny dot of glue there. It might hold a star. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. And so stickles are going to be the glitter, which is like in a clear medium. So if you wanted to add any little extra shine, this would be the thing to use to do that. Just because I have to have something shimmery. It's just so fun. Of course, you guys know me. I love glitter. All right, and there we have our cute little card. Isn't it adorable? So that's what we're making today, my friends. So isn't that so cute? Ah, I love it. I love how this one is very rainbowy, but then this one is not very rainbowy. So you have a completely different concept with the exact same idea, but with a completely different color palette. So it really kind of depends if you want something that's a little bit more toned down or something that's a little bit more vibrant and happy. So either way, it's going to share happiness no matter what. And you don't need to be super skilled in watercolors in order to make it look beautiful. And like I said, I'll bring over some markers too, so then that way you guys can pick your most favorite. All right. Thanks for coming to demo, friends. And if you guys want to come by and make the $5 craft, it'll be up until next Wednesday. See you soon. Bye-bye.